Hey, Heartland fans! Welcome back to UK, Pulse, your ultimate home for everything Heartland. Whether you're here for the latest updates, exclusive behind-the-scenes insights, or in-depth character breakdowns you won't find anywhere else, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving headfirst into the jaw-dropping premiere of Season 18, and trust me, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Borden's return has left us all on the edge of our seats, but is he really back for good? Or is there more to this shocking return than meets the eye? In this video, we'll break down every emotional twist and turn from the heartfelt reunion between Amy and Ty to the raw reactions of Lindy, Jack, Lou, Georgie, and even Time. From the overwhelming joy to the unspoken tensions, we're going deep into the complexities of the Fleming-Borden family legacy. Will Ty's return bring healing, or will it stir up more challenges for everyone? You don't want to miss a second of this emotional roller coaster, so grab your favorite cozy blanket or cowboy hat, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to ring the bell so you stay locked in for all the latest Heartland news, exclusive theories, and emotional breakdowns coming your way. Let's dive into it all, because this season is about to get unforgettable. Let's get started. The episode opens with a breathtaking aerial sweep of the Heartland Ranch, bathed in the golden glow of early morning light. The camera glides over rolling pastures, dew-kissed grass, and the iconic red barn that has become a symbol of hope, resilience, and family for fans around the world. The familiar landscape instantly pulls us back into the soul of the series, evoking a deep sense of nostalgia and warmth. As the camera zooms in, we find Amy Fleming, masterfully portrayed by Amber Marshall, moving through her morning routine with a quiet grace that speaks volumes. She's tending to the horses, her every gesture deliberate yet underscored by an undeniable sadness. Her eyes, soft but piercing, tell a story all on their own, a whirlwind of emotions just beneath the surface. There's peace in her presence, but an ache that lingers, a subtle tension that we can't help but feel. With every tender stroke of a horse's mane and every pause between chores, the weight of the past year living without Ty unfolds across her face. The silence of the ranch amplifies her solitude, making the connection to her lost love all the more tangible. Her lingering moments by Spartan, the deep breaths of morning air, all speak of a love that hasn't faded, of a heart still healing, still holding on. This scene doesn't just ease us back into the world of Heartland, it sets the emotional tone for the entire episode. A delicate dance of beauty and heartbreak, it reminds us that healing isn't linear, and love, especially love lost, never truly disappears. As golden sunlight spills through the windows of the ranch house, Amy steps inside, momentarily leaving behind the weight of the morning. The familiar sounds of creaking wood and sizzling breakfast fill the air, and atmosphere that wraps around you like a comforting embrace. In the heart of the kitchen, little Lindy's bright eyes and infectious smile light up the room, her energy as warm and bright as the morning sun. The scene pulses with domestic tranquility, ordinary yet sacred. Amy kneels to embrace her daughter, their bond unspoken but deeply felt. Together, they navigate life, each carrying a piece of Ty, keeping his spirit alive in their daily rhythm. But then, as if to remind us that no moment can remain untouched, Lindy's innocent question hangs in the air. "Mom, where's Daddy?" The question lands with a soft weight, a breeze that stirs the air. Amy's hand pauses, her smile faltering for the briefest moment. She steadies herself, takes a breath, and answers with a love and sorrow that are intertwined. "Daddy had to go away, sweetheart," she whispers. "But he loves you more than anything in the world." Her voice, tender yet heavy, avoids the weightier truths, but there's a pain in her eyes that speaks volumes. Lindy, unburdened by time's weight, presses on. Will he ever come back? Her voice is no louder than a whisper, but it's enough to unravel Amy's carefully constructed composure. Her heart aches, but she pulls Lindy close, holding her tighter than ever. "I don't know," she says softly. But love doesn't go away, even when people do. In that quiet exchange, we feel the pulse of grief, hope, love, and loss all at once. And then, just as the weight of the moment seems too much to bear, something stirs. In the distance, a figure emerges, slowly making its way toward the ranch. The camera widens to reveal the isolation of the lone silhouette, broken only by the soft swell of the music. Tension rises, a shift in the air that pulls at the heartstrings. Amy, back outside and lost in the quiet rhythm of her routine, catches movement out of the corner of her eye. Her gaze sharpens, her expression shifting from routine focus to something more unease, confusion, hope. She steps forward, drawn to the figure as if by instinct, her heart beginning to race. The figure draws closer, its outline slowly becoming familiar, a broad frame, a stance that tugs at her soul. Amy's breath hitches, and then, through the light Fleming-Borden, the world seems to stop. Silence falls as the music swells, amplifying the weight of the moment. Amy's eyes fill with tears, tears not of sorrow, but of shock, longing, and perhaps a flicker of joy. The space between them crackles with emotion, years of pain and love unspoken, all hanging in the air. Time seems to slow as they lock eyes. Amy's face is a storm of emotions: shock, joy, confusion, and deep, aching love. Tears shimmer in her eyes as she moves toward him, each step hesitant, as if afraid this moment might shatter. Ty, equally frozen, stands as if unsure this moment is real. Every ounce of pain and longing crashes over him. As Amy draws closer, they finally stand face to face, so close, yet so profoundly aware of the weight of this moment. There are no words at first. Just their eyes, their gazes locked, as if speaking any words might break the fragile spell. The cinematography is nothing short of breathtaking, every frame a raw, emotional portrait. Soft, golden light bathes them, the music a delicate pulse that underscores the profound silence. Amy's trembling fingers reach up to touch Ty's face, a touch so fragile, so hesitant. "Ty," she whispers, her voice cracking under the weight of years lost. Ty closes his eyes, pressing his face into her palm before pulling her into a fierce embrace. Their bodies cling to each other, as if trying to reclaim every second they've been denied. Silent tears fall freely as the years of longing and loss melt into this one healing moment. When they pull apart enough to speak, Ty's voice cracks as he reveals the haunting truth. After testifying against a dangerous criminal, he was placed into witness protection for the safety of his family. It wasn't a choice, it was a sacrifice. He had been kept off the grid, unable to contact anyone, including Amy. Only now, after years of silence, is it safe enough to return. Amy listens, wide-eyed, tears streaming down her face. Her heart aches with relief, yet the pain of the lost years hangs heavily. "You were alive this whole time," she whispers, barely able to breathe. Ty nods, his eyes glistening. "I never stopped loving you," he says, his voice thick with emotion. Inside the house, Lindy watches from the window, her tiny hands pressed against the glass. She sees her mother, wrapped in the arms of a man she doesn't recognize. Her innocent confusion is palpable as she steps outside, drawn to this moment she doesn't fully understand, but one that will change everything. Amy notices her daughter approaching and steps aside slightly. Ty turns toward the sound, and when his eyes fall on Lindy for the first time, something in him shifts. His face softens, overtaken by a mix of awe, disbelief, and overwhelming love. Time seems to stop. He drops to one knee instinctively, tears streaming down his face. "Hi, Lindy," he says, his voice gentle but shaky. Lindy stops a few feet away, uncertain. She looks up at Amy, who gives her a tearful but reassuring nod. Lindy tilts her head, studying this man with curious eyes. And then, as if some deep instinct tells her what her heart already knows, she runs into his arms. Ty wraps her in a tight embrace, holding her as if he'll never let go again. He buries his face in her tiny shoulder, overcome by the love he's missed, the moments he's lost, and the miracle of this reunion. Lindy clings to him, sensing the truth even without fully understanding it. It's a pure, powerful moment, a silent promise that, no matter what happens next, they are a family again. The camera pans upward, capturing the family finally whole, framed by the golden hills of Heartland. The music swells one last time, and the screen fades slowly to black, leaving viewers in awe of the emotional gravity of the moment. Family reactions. News of Ty's miraculous return spreads like wildfire through the Heartland household, carried on the wind of whispers, gasps, and hurried footsteps. The very air at the ranch seems to change, charged with disbelief, hope, and raw anticipation. One by one, the people who have loved and mourned him begin to arrive, each bringing with them a wave of emotion and unfinished stories. Jack Bartlett, the steadfast pillar of the Fleming family and the quiet protector of Heartland, is the first to step forward. The gravel crunches under his boots as he approaches Ty, his face a mix of guarded hope and lingering doubt. Years of enduring life's storms, both on the ranch and beyond, are etched into Jack's rugged features. Yet, as his gaze falls on Ty, a subtle softness emerges within him. He halts just a few feet away, speechless, his breath catching in the weight of the moment. A silence stretches between them, but their eyes speak volumes. Regret, gratitude, love. Jack, never one to easily show his emotions, finally steps forward, enveloping Ty in a firm, grounding embrace the kind only a father figure can give. "Welcome home, son," he murmurs, his voice low and thick with unspoken emotion. It's a rare, powerful moment, a raw, unguarded display of affection from the stoic patriarch, revealing just how deeply Jack has felt Ty's absence. Soon, Lou appears, breathless and stunned, disbelief written across her face. The protective older sister in her longs for answers, to make sense of everything, but in this moment, nothing else matters. Her eyes well up instantly. "Ty," she gasps, her voice trembling as she moves toward him, as though afraid he'll disappear if she blinks. But as soon as she reaches him, she throws herself into his arms, clinging to him with the strength of a sister who has carried the family's weight during his absence. "It's so good to see you," she whispers through tears, her voice cracking with equal parts joy and pain. Though her tears mix with a smile, Lou's mind spins, wondering how Ty's return will affect Amy, the ranch, and Lindy. But for now, she surrenders to the moment, to the reunion, to the miracle unfolding before her. Next comes Georgie, spirited, headstrong, and fiercely loyal. The moment she spots Ty across the yard, she's a blur of motion. "Oh my God!" she yells, her voice soaring with joy as she charges toward him. Her boots pound the earth, kicking up dust, and before Ty can utter a word, she's in his arms. "I can't believe you're really here," she exclaims, laughing through tears. Her embrace is full of energy, raw and brimming with emotion. Ty chuckles, a familiar sound that hasn't echoed through the ranch in years. His laughter is contagious, and for a fleeting moment, everything feels like it used to be. Georgie's uninhibited joy breaks the emotional tension, reminding everyone that love, true love, never fades, it simply waits. Finally, there's Tim Fleming, the complex man whose love is often hidden beneath layers of pride and gruffness. His stride is slow, deliberate, his expression unreadable. Tim's history with Ty is one of rivalry, respect, and moments of hard-won understanding. He stops a few feet away, arms crossed, jaw tight. The air is thick with silence, not with anger, but with the weight of years left unsaid. Then, softly, Tim extends a hand. It lingers for a moment, an olive branch, a bridge between past mistakes and a hopeful future. Ty glances down, then meets Tim's eyes and takes the hand. The handshake is firm, two men acknowledging each other's strength, their pain, and their shared history. "Glad you're back," Tim says quietly, his voice low, rough, but undeniably sincere. A faint smile tugs at the corner of his mouth. Ty nods slowly. "Me too," he responds. This quiet exchange doesn't erase the past, but it offers something more profound, a step forward, a new beginning. Surrounded by the family who loves him most, Ty's return becomes something more than a reunion. It becomes a moment of healing. A spark of hope for the future, a reminder that even the deepest wounds can one day heal, leading to peace. New normal. With Ty back, the family begins to adjust to their new normal. The initial joy of his return soon gives way to the complexities of reintegrating him into their lives. The Heartland kitchen, always a symbol of warmth and unity, buzzes to life again. The clink of dishes, the aroma of home-cooked food, and the laughter of loved ones fill the space with an unmistakable sense of belonging. It's a beautiful scene, generations gathered around the wooden table, sharing a meal, savoring the feeling of togetherness, as if it's a rare treasure rediscovered. As they reminisce about the past childhood memories, Ty's early days on the ranch laughter fills the air. But beneath the joy lies an undercurrent of emotions, unspoken fears, past pains, and the long road of healing that still lies ahead. Away from the noise, Amy and Ty find quiet moments to reconnect, intimate, honest conversations filled with vulnerability. They speak of the years lost, the emotional scars they carry, and the struggle of growing apart when they should have grown together. Amy confesses her fears about change, about how to rebuild, and about what Ty's return means for their daughter. Ty, in turn, opens up about the guilt he's carried, the longing he's felt, and his unwavering commitment to making things right. "I never stopped loving you," Ty says, his voice steady but thick with emotion. "And I never will." These conversations, raw and real, are the emotional heart of the episode. Though time and distance have tested them, it's clear their bond has never been broken, only paused. The community reacts. News of Ty's return spreads through Hudson like wildfire. The community, always united in spirit, comes together to celebrate. Friends, neighbors, and familiar faces stream to the ranch, bringing casseroles, warm hugs, and heartfelt stories of how much they missed him. A small but meaningful welcome back celebration is held at Maggie's Diner. String lights flicker above, and the sounds of soft country music blend with laughter and tears. Jack offers an emotional toast. Lou speaks of family and second chances, and the camera captures the faces of those who have shared this journey, each one brimming with joy, eyes glistening with tears. But even in this beautiful moment, the complexities of Ty's return are evident. The road ahead. Ty's return is a new beginning, but also a profound shift. There are growing pains as the family readjusts. Ty and Amy, in particular, face emotional hurdles as they try to rediscover each other in a world that has changed them both. Their lives have evolved, their routines differ, and the silence of the past lingers between them. There are clashes, disagreements over parenting, over the direction their lives should take. These aren't dramatic conflicts, they're deeply human. They reflect the reality that love, while powerful, is never without its struggles. True strength lies in working through those moments with patience, compassion, and understanding. Lindy's journey. Meanwhile, Lindy's adjustment is tenderly portrayed. At first, her joy knows no bounds, her daddy is home, and her world is whole again. But soon, subtle cracks appear. During bedtime routines, she asks why things feel different. She struggles to connect the man in front of her with the stories she's been told. Ty, ever patient and gentle, takes it upon himself to bridge that gap. He takes her on morning rides, teaches her to care for the horses, and even builds her a small saddle rack. Slowly, trust begins to grow. One unforgettable scene shows Lindy asleep in Ty's lap on the porch, a beautiful symbol of their deepening bond. A tapestry of memories. Throughout the episode, beautifully crafted flashbacks offer dreamlike glimpses into Amy and Ty's past. Their wedding day, the first time Ty held Lindy, quiet evenings spent stargazing all woven together with the present. These moments don't just evoke nostalgia, they anchor the emotions of the episode, reminding them and us of how far they've come. Amy's evolution is profound. Once the girl who relied so heavily on Ty, she has now become a woman of incredible strength and resilience. Her journey isn't just about survival, it's about growth, and Ty recognizes that. He admires it. It humbles him. One final conversation. As the episode nears its close, Amy and Ty sit on the porch, wrapped in the fading sunlight. The sky is ablaze with hues of amber and rose, the perfect backdrop for their intimate conversation. They talk about their dreams, not just the grand ones, but the quiet ones too. Ty shares his desire to return to veterinary work to find purpose once more. Amy speaks of expanding the horse therapy program. They smile at the thought of new beginnings, and then, hesitantly, they discuss the possibility of more children. There's uncertainty, yes, but there's also a renewed sense of hope, a promise of what could be. "We've lost time," Amy says softly, "but maybe this is our second chance to make the most of what we still have." Ty takes her hand. "And this time, I'm not going anywhere." As the camera pulls back, the couple remains framed against the golden light of the ranch, two souls scarred, but stronger, ready to start anew. And there you have it, our deep dive into Season 18, Episode 1 of Heartland. Fleming-Borden's emotional return has reawakened the heart of the series, and with it comes love, tension, hope, and the promise of healing. As Amy, Lindy, Jack, Lou, Georgie, Tim, and the entire Heartland family step into this new chapter, one thing is certain: this season will be an unforgettable journey. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more emotional breakdowns and scene-by-scene insights from Heartland Season 18. See you in the next one. Now it's your turn. What did you think about Ty's emotional return and the heartfelt reactions from the Heartland family? Do you believe this reunion will bring healing, or will new challenges test their bond even further? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We truly love hearing your insights and theories. This community is all about passion for storytelling, and your voices make it even more special. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to UK Pulse for more in-depth Heartland updates, emotional recaps, and exclusive episode analyses. We've got so much more coming your way, from character deep dives to behind-the-scenes features, so make sure you don't miss out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of our journey. And most of all, thank you for loving Heartland as much as we do. Until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next video only on UK Pulse.